going on, guys? Welcome back. Marriage, Money, and Mindset. We're your hosts. I'm Jared.
And I'm Alexis.
And welcome back to another episode of Marriage, Money, and Mindset. We're on episode 30 today.
Big 3-0.
3-0, man. We doing it, guys. Hey, look, you know how we always got to kick this off with the announcements. So we want to start off with saying thank y'all for coming. The new subscribers, we appreciate y'all. We noticed we picked up a few new subscribers for the channel. So thank y'all for subscribing. Our existing subscribers, we appreciate y'all returning. Every Monday we drop a new episode, guys, at 5 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah. Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Time, right? So this channel is called Marriage, Money, and Mindset, where we strive to give you guidance and be resourceful with those three topics of discussion, which is marriage, money, and mindset. So we want to say also shout out last week episode that we did on longevity and marriage. Yeah, our guest
From
and
two of our favorites.
Yeah, man.
Tamika and Mark McLester. If y'all have not seen that episode, go back and watch it.
It was good.
Especially if you're already in a relationship or married. We're married for 6 years and
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a ton of game, man. I loved it. I mean,
me too.
Man, we had a good time with them too. They came down from Atlanta, Georgia. We kicked it. We hung out, went to a few restaurants, had a real nice Airbnb, played some games, had good convo. Met Bun B, went to Trill Burger.
Man, and that
Trill
Burger is good too. Y'all need to try that if you haven't.
Go get y'all a Trill Burger, man. Shout out to the boy Bun B. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't sure if it's gonna be worth the hype.
Nah, it's good, man. And then it was just dope seeing them there too. So, But anyway, guys. So look, we are back. This episode 30 today is gonna be titled "Distractions Keeping You from Winning in Life."
Speaking of distractions,
keeping you from winning in life. Go ahead.
What you think about the Love Is Blind reunion last night?
Man, I went to sleep on that. I don't know what she talking about, y'all.
Distractions.
She tripping. I don't watch that show, man. I don't know why you be putting me on blast like that. Like I'm just a fan. Like,
I'm just playing. I just look, guys, want to point that out for distractions. I mean, that's something that we're about to get into.
I got you.
So
that's part of a distraction. But that's called compromise, by the way, fellas. But anyway, okay, check it out. So distractions. We're going to touch on 6 common distractions that we discovered that can hinder your success in winning in life. Okay? So we're going to dive in, guys. We're going to kick it off with the first one being excessive use of social media. Talk about it, Hershey.
Okay, so basically spending too much time on social media, especially, we're all guilty from time to time, just endlessly scrolling, spending hours at a time on social media. But are you doing things that are productive on social media, and are you managing your time, or are you just wasting time on there? So it can cause decreased productivity, sleep disturbances. I've been guilty of that. Feelings of loneliness or depression. That's whenever you're comparing yourself to other people that are on there.
Yeah.
So instead, you should consider scheduling your social media posts, your usage, and also taking breaks from social media.
Yeah. It's one of them things, everything has a yin and a yang to it, and it's how you use it, man. Like I always said, I like social media for the educational purposes because it's helped me in some of our endeavors in life. I go there to get wisdom, and I get it, guys. Look, we want to be entertained in life. That's okay to have entertainment, but not all damn day, right? Have some time where you're entertaining yourself, but make sure you're using it like it's a great resource for if you have a business. That's a way for you to,
market your business.
Find customers, bring in revenue, things of that nature, man. I mean, social media is they have pros and cons. I mean, but just make sure you're not using it to the point where it's distracting you in your life. Like she mentioned, it's keeping you up at night, sleep disturbances, your levels of productivity are low. And then especially if you deal with depression, like you definitely probably don't need to be on there. Seriously, just delete it. Man, get off of there, man. You don't that's what I'm saying. A lot of people that's living, you can be whoever you want on social media, man. Let's be real. So many people living fake lives on there. But again, it has pros, but just, again, make sure it's not a distraction.
I will also add add in, even if you're using social media for business, you still have to schedule that time. Like, you don't want to be on social media all day, because then you're taking time away maybe from your spouse, your family, and other tasks that need to be done.
Yeah, just use it as a tool.
Which leads us into
the second one. Yeah. So the second one is lack of time management. This is a big one right here.
Right.
Okay. So look, not managing your time wisely, you find yourself wasting a lot of time.
Yeah.
Okay. I just had this conversation with coworkers recently. Like, try to like have an itinerary of your day made out. Like literally hour to hour. Like, map it out. Don't waste any of it. When you wake up, try to get up early too, man. Don't sleep all day. If you off the day, you off. Don't waste it in the bed. Like, get up. Because there's things in life you need to be accomplishing. You can you sleep when you dead. Get up and get it. You know what I'm saying? So lack of time management can lead to the following, stress, missed deadlines. It decreases your productivity, right? So we want to find ways to improve. So talk about some ways to improve. I just touched on a few, but you want to touch on it?
You mentioned making like to-do lists.
Right.
Those are really mandatory for me.
Yeah.
Because even whenever I'm checking off of my to-do list, it's making me feel accomplished and keeping me level-headed and organized.
One more thing I want to mention real quick before we continue. Another thing real quick when it comes to managing your time, make sure you're doing things that are productive.
I knew you was going to say that.
And not just busy work. We talked about this before in this previous episode.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us is staying busy thinking we accomplishing something in life, And what I'm refer to as busy work is just things you should be doing anyway. Taking the trash out clean, making the bed, washing your clothes,
brushing your teeth.
Chores.
Certain things don't need to go on your to-do list.
Right.
But the things that actually have a deadline, possibly put put those on your to-do list and prioritize them, like you said.
Exactly.
The things from high priority to low priority.
There you go.
And then you can get to those miscellaneous things.
Yeah. Just allocate it, allocate time for everything in life you're trying to accomplish, and making the most of your time, guys, right? Okay, so that is distraction number 2 that's keeping you from not winning in life. Let's talk about the third one, procrastination. Procrastination is a big one. A lot of people do this one. A lot of family members we know that do that.
You don't think you procrastinate?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
Right.
I mean,
I don't think so either.
No. And we love y'all family members, by the way. This all coming from a place of love. If y'all watching it, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so let's define it. The procrastination is a common challenge where individuals delay or postpone tasks, right? It often leads to stress and decreased productivity. So we want to find ways how we can overcome procrastination. What are some ideas? What would you say?
We
what type of
mentioned
strategies?
In the last bullet point, the time management. So just prioritizing the things that need to get done first and handling those in the order that they need to be done.
I'll tell you one way I like to do it, me personally. Like, we demonstrated this the other day when we was talking on the phone with a couple friends of ours. We was always talking about like, yeah, man, we need to link up. We need to hook up one day. You know what I did? I said, let's set the date right now. Let's set the date when we're going to link up. Why are we talking about it?
Yeah, that cuts out all the distraction and excuse.
Don't talk about stuff. Just when you think about something, wanting to do something,
just do it.
Allocate time for it. Do it. Yeah. Some of y'all living like y'all living to be 1,000. Stop doing it.
What you mean by that?
You putting things off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get to it. A whole damn year then went by.
You know what I see that the most in?
And it's like, hey, how that's going? Oh man, I ain't started it yet. I'm still, just come on, man. Like, you're not gonna live forever, I see
that the most in investing.
That's another thing. And that's let's talk about that real quick. So the channel, Marriage Money Mindset.
Right.
So let me tell y'all something. Y'all out there, every time, because it's few of y'all that spoke to about it when you're gonna get serious about investing and whatnot. Here's the thing. When you delay investing in your financial future, you say, oh, well, I'm waiting until I pay off the house or get so-and-so through school or eliminate some of my debts, etc., right? What you end up doing is paying a premium down the road when you start.
Yeah.
Because if you look at most companies that are, worthy, look at a 5-year chart at any company that's worthy. Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla. Let's say it takes you that duration to finally get going, 5 years. You miss out on so many gains, right? And it costs you more to buy the same amount, the same shares that
Right.
someone purchased 5 years ago.
Yep.
And your buying power is greater when the share price is lower, right? So it just makes sense to not delay those. Back to prioritizing, guys.
Yeah.
Don't procrastinate on the things that matter in life, right? So that's my take on procrastination, man.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it moving.
That
Number
fourth
4.
one is negative self-talk. So that's being critical, overly critical, or pessimistic.
Inner
with your,
dialogue.
Yeah, with your inner dialogue or
little-
belief
yeah.
about yourself.
That little voice in your head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being negative all the time. Yeah. That comes with mindset. Different ways you can overcome that. Maybe.
There's ways to strengthen your mindset. I
Yeah.
mean, there's channels on YouTube like Marriage, Money, and Mindset. There's
Right.
other good channels. There's certain books that
Yeah, I
you
was gonna
can
mention. Yeah, we got some books on that, man.
Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah, exactly. There's books, there's people, mentors. It's never good, guys, to just always be negative. Your self-esteem matters in life. That's a distraction that could potentially be keeping you from winning.
And think about why are you
yeah.
being so hard on yourself? Is it the crowd that you're hanging out with? Is
Right.
it because you're not broadening your exposure, like you're staying in your comfort zone?
Right.
Nothing is going to happen in your comfort zone. You have to, if it feels uncomfortable, it's probably growing you.
Yeah.
So,
Couple more techniques I got in our notes here is just techniques like mindfulness, challenging negative thoughts. So when a negative thought comes in your mind, automatically challenge it to being positive, and practice self-compassion. That's
so give
ways.
yourself grace.
Yeah, there you go. That's ways you can combat the negative self-talk if you have that issue going on, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's number 4. Let's talk about number 5. So perfectionism. Talk about it.
I feel like that kind of ties in with the ties in with the last one.
No, so okay.
Negative self-talk.
So perfectionism is when basically you're waiting on all the ducks to line up before, all the stars and the moons to line up.
Setting unrealistic goals.
Before you actually just go for doing something, right?
Right.
So let's define it. Let's talk about it. It says perfectionism involves setting unrealistic high standards for oneself and being overly critical of one's own performance. So I look at it almost like analysis paralysis.
Yes.
Like you're wanting to do something in life and you're waiting for the perfect moment to do it. It's never going to be perfect. There's
Life
never
is going to keep on lifing. It's never
Yeah.
the perfect moment. The best time
Right.
to do something is right now.
Right. So marriage, money, and mindset. Let's talk about marriage. That could be something that people may be waiting for the perfect moment to attempt. That's never gonna be a perfect moment, guys. I'm just
Yeah.
being honest. Like it's always a risk, but your job as an individual who wants to be married is how do I mitigate my risk? How do I go in this marriage confident, knowing that I picked the right person? I have faith that I've chosen the right individual that I want to be married to.
Right.
Right. So go for it. Don't wait until it's a perfect moment. It's never going to be that. You're never going to jump. What is it called? Jump in the broom. You're never going to jump the broom. If that's the case, if you're dealing with that, I got to wait until,
It's perfect.
yeah, till we both make a certain income, till we both, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just excuses. Right.
Same
Be
thing with
intentional. Be
business.
intentional about, y'all's future, where y'all want to go together and
Right.
execute. It's that simple, man. It's not going to be perfect.
And you can take baby steps. Like you can take small strides to get to that big goal. If it's being in a marriage with someone that you're dating or starting
Yeah.
a business. What else?
I love this part real quick. Let me just
Starting an investment journey. You can do baby steps.
Yeah. Check this out, y'all. It's essential to recognize the difference between healthy striving and harmful perfectionism, and to practice self-compassion and acceptance of imperfection. I love
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Right. Healthy striving versus harmful perfectionism.
It's a thin line.
Yeah. So strive is healthy.
Yeah.
That's what that's saying to me. Make sure you're going for it. and you can attempt to perfect things as you go, right? But just know that if you're waiting for it to be perfect before you go, you're probably never going to go.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So let's, all right, we're on the last one, guys. So let's talk about it. The last distraction that's keeping you from potentially winning in life is the inability to set clear priorities. You want to touch on that, or you want me to start it?
You can start it.
All right, so check it out. So the inability to set clear priorities can lead to feeling overwhelmed and disorganized, making it challenging to effectively manage time and achieve goals. So your priorities in life. Let's talk about priorities in life. Like kind of back to what we mentioned earlier about being busy and being productive.
Yeah.
Okay, so like for instance, take investing for instance. That's a high priority in our life, right? We make sure we allocate X amount of funds of our income every month consistently, no matter what. That's a high priority, top priority for our financial future. That's an example. Okay, so use that, whatever's a priority in your life, make sure that you set clear goals to obtain whatever it is in life that you have deemed as a priority. Okay. Additionally, seek support from mentors or productive tools that can be beneficial in honoring prioritization skills. So Marriage Money and Mindset, we're a resource. There's books on how to, prioritize. I mean, that just comes with, I guess with time too, like, as an individual, how structured you are as an individual when it comes to your, like just your scheduling of things, like,
Management.
Some people just kind of go with the wind, things of that nature. I probably was like that at some point, like maybe when I was a kid, you didn't care. You just got up and had fun. But as I became an adult, man, I got more serious and more intentional about, especially when I realized, hey, where am I really at in life and the lifestyle that I desire for us to have, how can I obtain that? And how can I compress, some of that learning curve in order to achieve it? Like what I mean by that is what can I go out and use as a tool or resource to help me compress on time to achieve these goals a lot faster, right? So that could be a book, that could be a webinar, or a seminar, hell, a mentor, anything like that,
Anything
right?
positive.
Someone who already has what I want and that can help give me that game, be able to explain it to me in layman's terms as well. That's a struggle for me too. I just realized that, like having people that have wisdom that I want, but they don't know how to explain it. So that's a problem sometimes. So you got to vet out mentors sometimes. Sometimes people, they're explaining things to you in their terminology as if you should know it. I mean, you do want to kind of meet them halfway. You want to have some wisdom when you're coming into a conversation or a space that you're unfamiliar with.
Right.
And then maybe just be clear with that individual, like, hey, I'm still green, I'm learning, right? You know what I'm saying? By the way, if you don't know what that term means, green is when you like unfamiliar about a particular subject.
I didn't know what that meant.
She was green about the term green, right?
I don't know who uses that term.
People use it, man.
Okay.
But anyway, but like I say, guys, these are just a few things that we wanted to discuss today with y'all on Marriage, Money, and Mindset, these distractions that are keeping people from winning in life. So make sure if any of these things are keeping you from winning in life, that you get this out of your life.
Yeah,
right?
Disconnect from it.
Yeah, man. Let's get it going, man. Let's get this out of your life. Let's get life on the right path. Let's get y'all working towards whatever goals y'all have set, real priorities, things of that nature. That's the homework we got for y'all. We want to make sure we give y'all something that y'all can do after watching this episode. And thank y'all for watching this episode, by the way. We just come to the end of it. So just look, identifying and addressing these distractions can contribute to a more focused and productive life. We want to end with that note. You know what I'm saying? So anything else you want to add before we sign off? Because I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too, but check out Bitcoin. Look what it's doing.
Bitcoin, man.
Pay attention.
Look, let me say this real quick before we sign off. I made a post on her Facebook, by the way. I don't have Facebook. But on her Facebook, well, it's ours. It's like both ours. You know what I'm saying? So, but check this out. If y'all go and look at Alexis Pentalion's Facebook, go all the way to December 30th, 2023. I made a post stating that this is not financial advice, but we would be remiss to not at least let our family and friends know that there's a spot Bitcoin ETF approval pending for 2024, January the 10th, right? That's when it was actually announced that it was official. This was like a month prior to that, not even, a couple weeks prior to that.
Yeah.
It was trading at like 43 and some change, 43,000 and some change. What Bitcoin at today? It's like 73,000, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, $30,000 later. So for you, for the ones that actually read what I posted on her page,
And I
that's
sent it out
what's crazy.
individually too, in text to some people.
But how many of y'all been on social media since then?
Everybody.
There you go. Distractions keeping you from winning in life.
Yep.
So hey, we gone. We're gonna see y'all next week. Y'all have a good week. Marriage, money, and mindset. Catch y'all later.
Bye-bye.